So I want to do a little video for you here. Just wondering if the headset's going to work, but it should be fine. I'm setting up a landing page and some email automations. I'm in Wix, but the steps are going to be fairly similar regardless of the app that you're in. Just the software is going to look a little bit different. But just from what a landing page, lead magnet, and opt-in, or even the delivery of a digital product. And then also the difference between a digital product and booking an appointment time with you, and how we can kind of do them in a similar way. So just come for a little tour with me here. I'm going to screen share. So I got my Wix website up. This is in, so I can edit it. And what you do to set up like a landing page is, I'm going to just start from scratch. So we're going to do add a new page, and we'll call it, I guess they have landing page template anyway, right? So you can do that and pick one that we like. It's going to add it in here, and we'll call it opt-in / freebie for the sake of this demo. So then here you could put in the details of your offer. That's really big. And describe it, whatever. This is where you pretty it up, you really make your commercial, and you can, add photos and do all of the graphic editing. And if you need help with that, let me know, but most of them are drag and drop here. So on the side, add elements, add images, upload all the different things. But what you mostly want to add is a blank section like this, and get rid of that, get rid of that. And then you want to add a form in this area, because the form is going to trigger a number of different things for you. So we could just do, I have so many different, just something easy, like a subscription form, but you are going to tell the website what this form does. And so you do that. So, here, opt in, get it. And then form settings. You can do lots of different, so names, you want to name that because it's going to show up in a different part of your business website. And so now you can cross-reference them by identifying them by what they're called. You can say a submit message, yay you for getting this, for example. There'll be no payment. And then you go to automations, and you create a series of automations that get triggered to come out after this form is submitted. And that's how you start to serve and start to show up in their inbox, and or deliver the product, and deliver, like if it's a multi-day challenge, and then you do that. So this is the opt-in freebie form or digital product, whatever. So trigger when the form is submitted, the Wix form, the name, we string it back when the form is submitted, and you will be able to pick which form specifically. That's important, because otherwise everybody's going to get whatever the trigger is, and you want it to be specific to that item. So this is why we're naming it all the way through, okay, so that it follows. Okay, so specific like that. And then we want it to go as soon as the first one, because it's going to send. That's how you get that email right away. And then we're going to do send an email. And then in here, you edit that email. Okay, so I'll just pull it up for you. And here's where you're talking to them in their email. So, your awesome freebie is here. You smell nice. So you get your main and then the little additional descriptor. And it's nice to fill both of those in. And then you put it in here. And here's where you can put the content in, write the message, put a call to action, whatever. This is your email campaign to them, right? And then you can save and continue. Now that email is in there. Okay. And then, yeah, Wix has a ton of new stuff around why. And then you can add more actions. So again, next, send another email, edit the email down here, what kind of email it is. And there is the delay. So the second email, add a delay 2 days after. Okay. And then send another email. Same thing. So now we're repeating and now we're timing it out after the first one. So now I have an email series sent on day 1, day 3, and day 5. So I'm showing up 3 times from setting all of this up, right? And it's really, really handy. And so you can deliver your freebie from this beautiful landing page. You're going to have your own URL for it. You can decide whether or not it shows on your website all the time. I like to hide them because otherwise they show up in the menu and it clutters it up. So now you have these standalone sites, pages that are doing certain things for you. And if you want to be in bundles, if you want to put it at the bottom of an email, if you want to pop it into social media, if it goes into direct messaging that you have with somebody that you're chatting up, like you just use that URL and now you're running this whole thing through it. And if you were to need booking, I would use Calendly and use that Calendly link in this page or in the first email that you send to them in the automation series. So do this, send an email, and then put that Calendly link in here, and they can book. Wix has its own scheduling system, but I didn't like it. Calendly just works really nice. And because it's a link, you know, you're very flexible as how you can use it. And Calendly also accepts payment. So if you needed to do that, that option is there too. So that's just a quick, you know, look at what are these systems behind there and how do we build them out. Now, the other thing that I like to do is do my email scripts with the title and subtitle and text and links in a Google Doc. And I do all my editing and futzing around, and then I just copy it and paste it into here because I find in here, like, especially now how Wix has changed this, there's a lot of broken upness. And then you got to go into it and then go here and, you know, dig, 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 dig. So I keep it all in a Google Doc. And when I feel good about it, I start putting it in here, email 1, 2, 3, 4. And sometimes there's a bit of, you know, extra editing that happens, but at least I'm not, like, I can see the full sequence at once in the Google Doc. I can make it flow together and see it all and play with it and then put it into action here. So It's just kind of a nice way, pardon me, it's late for me, to to put it all together. So that's what all these things look like behind the scenes. They're a bit technical, but software is very intuitive these days. It's very easy to understand. And if you have any questions, let me know. We can do a screen share. We can set it up and go through it together. Um, and so that's how you deliver these things, right? Super, super easy. That way your business is working for you, you're not working for it, and people are getting what they want. They're getting that instant gratification and that service right away. And it's really wonderful. So I know that that was helpful, and I can't wait to hear from you on it. And I can't wait to help you set it up or go through it or test it. Because testing it, then you go to the page and you just do your email and you set it to make sure that they're all coming through and checking the links and that sort of thing. And, if you've got a multi-day sequence, obviously you can tighten that up so that they all come at once or in, um, every day that follows, or let it run its cycle and just make sure that you've given yourself time ahead of whatever date this goes live, if it's in a bundle, for example, that it is working and all the kinks are out. Okay, that's all I got for you for right now. So go make use of it. And again, come find me when you need me. I'll be here. Big love, sister. Big love.